My apologies to anyone if I seemed to lack compassion the other day. There, but for the grace of God, we go. Baby Bok Choy was right. This was someone's child. I just see it so much every day. I feel sort of like Robin Williams. Good morning, Vietnam. Right? Good morning, Olympia. So, many apologies. We wish everyone the best. We wish everyone the best. Except. Do we have an exception? Do we have an exception? Separated at birth. Separated at birth. I'm not too sure about this one. And that was our Pied Piper Judas goat who led our dear friend Rachel Corey astray. But I thought that since Baby Bok Choy had asked for a Chicago video, let's do it. This is actually just north of Chicago. It's Wilmette. The one city standing between the two along the waters, Lake Michigan, is Evanston. So when you're pulling out of Evanston and you're coming up the North Shore, see that wiggly drive, that's Sheridan, going by all your sort of grandiose mansions, you have the Baha'i House of Worship. And we called it the Orange Juice Squeezer. We being just, the teenagers about. I didn't go there during the day very much. It was sort of like kind of a grandiose Hare Krishna kind of thing. But at night, we really made it come to life. This was, nobody was ever around, and it was sort of nicely lit, and it had rose gardens, and this is kind of like a hangout. The really crazy guys, if they took too many, substances, would try to climb and scale the temple at night. I think I heard that it, just like the Episcopalians of Seattle, went bankrupt and never actually paid for that puppy. But I was really curious about Baha'i, and so I just sort of typed in a little bit as we were getting started here, and it comes up under eugenics, and there's some little MK Ultra going on with Baha'i, so there's maybe more to dig, huh? Maybe a little more going on. And kind of moving up. If you go up the water here a bit, just a little bit further here, that's Kenilworth. And Kenilworth is sort of a wholly sort of fabricated kind of town. It was made for the World Trade not the World Trade Center, the World's Fair. And it's just a little tiny sliver of a place, but you know, there's pictures of like Donald Rumsfeld there. He's one of the graduates. Here is that crazy high school I went to for the last couple of years of high school, New Trier. And one of its claims to fame is it's in risky business. But I brought down an article here, and it kind of keeps getting bigger and deeper about that high school. And it's funny. So if Karl Marx pops up, don't let that get in your way. New Trier is named after Trier, Germany, and that is where that's where our little Karl Marx was from. And they sort of talk about the gates of Trier and Cher. And there's sort of a lot about like weird satanic stuff, and that it's really used a bit as a ruse. That really this place was to train agents. You've also got a few Hollywood people floating around, Bruce Stern, but he was like related to different sort of deep doo people. So it's a weird kind of thing to look into. So we will, I guess this is kind of, I'm sorry, this is sort of a non-video video, where we're just kind of maybe setting the stage a bit. Just setting the stage a bit. I wonder where Glenn Anderson went to school, and tell me if I'm being way too cruel, but there's others who look like him who go on those Cuba caravans. So it's like, oh yeah, there was another weird gnome thing. Remind me and I'll bring it up next time, about gnomes and swingers. That if you're a swinger, one way you can tell is they put gnomes in the yard, pineapple door knockers, and white rocks for decoration somewhere in the landscaping. And there was one other thing. Yikes, I can't remember it. Bye.